Hello, Pisces. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's see what this week looks like for you. Sending you good, positive energy. This your way, Pisces. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. All right, Pisces, let's go. All right, talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you or somebody that you know, right? So if they don't watch tarot, don't force it on them. But maybe you hear something in the video that could be some good advice for somebody that you know and love. Maybe you find something in the video that you can help somebody else with, right? All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. Wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. All right, let's go. Nine of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Here we also have the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant card. Nine of Wands, right? But somebody's on the other side of a long journey, right? Where it's like really a test of your faith. Definitely on the other side. Here we have the Queen of Swords here, and you all are sitting on your throne carefully just vetting your thoughts, right? Right? You're down to earth. You're relatable. You have bought into other people's fairy tales that could have been a nightmare for you. May or may not have been a nightmare for you, but you're on your throne vetting your thoughts, and a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. This is the Nine of Cups here, right? Nine of Cups, right? And so some new seeds are being planted. So I do see your money growing. But you have an innate spiritual understanding of things now. Of just like the material world and the spiritual world, right? But for starting out now, just the material world, right? And just how a lot of conflict, it doesn't produce a whole lot of growth there. Just like a bunch of conflict, just different, whatever, it doesn't produce a whole lot of growth, right? Just chaos and confusion doesn't predict. But you all have been hearing that a lot in your readings, right? So you're sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts, and what may work for you may not work for other people. And so Source wants you to find out what works for you, what works best for you. What works best for you? Like at this point, somebody should know exactly what would be a fairy tale life for you. What does that look like for you, right? So, yeah, so I'm just saying, don't do an injustice to yourselves anymore. Here we have the Justice card, Four of Swords, Ten of Swords. Here we have the Temperance card, the Death Rebirth card, and the Three of Cups, right? Don't do yourselves any injustice anymore, especially if you feel like these two right here, these two cards are ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics. It's peacemaker planet, right? But on the dark side of Venus, because it's light and dark side to everything, duality, it could be vain, vengeful, green with envy, and disrupt your peace, right? So if you've been in a situation where you feel like, okay, wow, it disrupts your peace because you know yourself very well, then Source is saying, hey, move on from it. Just move on. The end. Just move on. You have a guardian angel watching over you from the other side. Someone who transitioned, who's watching over you from the other side. So you can finally get your rest. And again, I'm talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. It's time for you to thrive. You already put all the swords out of your back. People talked about you, laughed at you, didn't think you were going to get up. All of that. You already moved past all of that, right? So just be grateful. That's what's coming out of your mouth now. Just gratitude. You're so grateful that your wishes are being fulfilled. When you look back, you're just like, okay, it is what it is. Move on. That's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do, is like learn how to move on. Go with that flow of moving forward and not backwards, right? So it definitely looks like I'm talking to, I'm talking to a camera. There's a portal, but it's definitely talking to somebody who is, a giver, has a big heart. So it looks like you love deep, you love hard, you're a person who, even when you try to get rest, you're always thinking about just that compassion is just shining through Pisces. You're always thinking about, okay, who can I help? How can I help them? You're thinking about how people are feeling behind closed doors. Are they depressed behind closed doors? It's like you just feel people's pain. That psychic energy comes out. If you believe something, because you're the I believe sign, if you believe somebody is like out in the public, they could be one way, but behind closed doors, they could be depressed. You could be picking up on energy or whatever. That's a quick prayer. On the other side. You can be praying for people, right? So, because you don't know for certain. You really, really don't know for certain, right? Here's the Page of Swords here, right? So whatever anxiety you may have been feeling about something, you know, feeling like you're walking a tightrope, is going to go away very soon, right? So sit on your throne, carefully vet your thoughts. Yeah, sit on your throne and carefully vet your thoughts. Because you have enough information at this point. Here's the King of Pentacles here. You have enough information at this point. You have enough information at this point with what you're dealing with. But again, you have a guardian angel that's watching over you, protecting you. So I see you feeling happy, charismatic, and free. Somebody is just really, really just kind of sort of determined to, you know, be motivated by just keeping your vibrations high. Really, that's what I'm seeing here. And aligning yourself with other people who are helping other people to adjust their crown. In other words, what's going to help you to thrive is get your proper rest, right? Is if when you're around energies who are kind of like an open book, it should be with fresh ideas of, like, let's say, instead of like immature conversation. So if it's fresh ideas, like for instance, let's say you want to learn how to write a book. You see this book here, which is a really good book, by the way. But let's say you want to learn how to write books. So if you're around people who are like an open book about how to write books, okay, you're right in the right place. Okay, they're an open book. Okay, you need to be sitting there taking notes. Like, do you mind if I open up my notes section? Can I take notes? Can I ask you questions? Can we exchange numbers? Because I really want to learn how to write books, right? That's a resource right there. But if they're just sitting around talking about something that really doesn't motivate you, gossip, whatever the case may be, so it's just saying that's a conversation you need to move on from. Carefully vet your thoughts. It's not something that you want in your, you know, in your inner court. When we're talking about Queen of Swords here, that's not something you want in your inner court, right? So you know yourself well enough not to, you know, drink that potion or eat that, can go down that rabbit hole. You're not doing that. You know yourself well enough. So here we have the Four of Cups here. Because again, it could be an environment that they're in that's causing them to be depressed. It really could be an environment that they're in that's causing them to be depressed. So your psychic abilities kick in. You can believe something like, okay, they're in an environment that's causing them to be depressed or be a certain way. You go right into prayer mode, right? That's where you go into. That should be your tower moment. That's where you go into prayer mode. You're praying that, okay, that you're just praying for them to not be depressed, right? You're grateful that you're away from something, but you're praying that they kind of sort of adapt and adjust and at some point, you know, move on from something. I don't know, just, you know, praying for them, right? Because again, your wishes are being fulfilled, and that could be a wish fulfilled from you, right? Here's a Devil card. So for you could be praying that somebody who has a good heart, you know, that they are able to move on, you know, from saying that they can heal themselves, they can get up and thrive, you know, and stop being an open book talking about how hurt they are, how wrong people have done them, and all this other stuff. And maybe they can start talking about, you know, the classes they've invested in and those kind of things, right? Not doing an injustice to themselves, not being chained to fear, doubt, uncertainty, and maybe they can move on, right? So here we have to move on from shady energies, right? So that could be somebody's prayer for, you know, people. So let's see what else we got going on here. But yeah, so this week for everybody, I mean, like I said, that's why, you know, I shared the questions that I shared for previous readings. So for those of you all who are new to my channel, this is kind of an extension of the previous reading. The Sunday readings, the readings usually go up a day before, right? So let me just pause for a second for people who are new to the channel. So these readings that come out on Sunday used to come out, they were Motivational Monday readings, right? And they used to be shorts, right? For those of you all who have been with me for a while. But people started asking for longer videos, so here we are, longer videos. But that's what I'm saying for you all so far, Pisces. I feel like you could be connected with someone who is really just kind of like you know, big heart, love deep, love hard, you know, but kind of an open book, you know, because they've been so hurt. Here we had a Two of Pentacles here. They could have been really, really hurt by some energies, right? And here we have the two. So your third eye is open. That's where the compassion comes in. Your third eye is open. Like you're newly inspired by something now. Something is inspiring you to gain more wisdom, to analyze, to like really start to like analyze things now. Right? Just analyze, what you say, like analyze, just everything. Like something that's causing you to really just analyze every little thing. Yeah. It was the King of Cups. Because when people are around sharks, emotional manipulators, energies who, and I mentioned this in one of my readings before, when people are around emotional manipulators, somebody's around a man that's over 40 or over 40 or something like that, who gets great joy out of talking down, like making hurtful conversations to people, hurtful things to people. Like one minute they'll have them cracking up laughing, but the next minute they'll have them crying, and just humiliating them in front of a group of people, and that just makes them feel better about themselves. And that's something that for you look like you're not going back to that kind of stuff, right? So you're praying that somebody who has a good heart, who may have been an open book about some things, learn how to switch the subject. Like, okay, they don't need to be an open book about certain things, around wolves, right? Here we have, and so that's where your compassion is. That's where you're showing some compassion. Some people just talk. They don't know when to stop, and they're around sharks. They have no feeling behind their eyes, just dark, looking for an opportunity to strike. So something about your energy looks back and you go, yeah, it's not your responsibility to go back through this long and arduous journey to go snatch somebody out of a lost place. That's not your responsibility. But you can pray for people, though. That's what you can do. You have enough knowledge and wisdom that you can pray for people. You can't go physically kick down doors and go snatch people out of stuff, but you can pray for them that they gain some clarity, right? So make room for a new blessing. You have the gift of clairaudience, that's clear listening. Somebody failed it. They failed it. Whoever they were failed at stealing your identity. But make a list of pros and cons. Do the mirror work, right? Again, mirror work is really just like, if you would not want something dark said to you, then you're not going to say it about somebody else. That's really long and short of it. I don't know if you all have seen those movies where people look into the mirror and they see like their dark twin, right there, their evil twin, right? So Source is saying, yeah, that could be like the evil side of it. But some people, when they look in the mirror, that's all they see is all the negative things that's been spoken over their lives. And apparently somebody has fallen for that. Somebody has fallen for just like they're on their own peculiar journey, right? Some seeds have been planted. They're on their own peculiar journey, right? And so here we have documented dreams day and night. Document your dreams day and night, but continue moving forward. Because people they want the best for you. Schedule a vacation. Get focused. You have the gift of claircognizance. You have psychic knowledge about other people. See, so somebody apologizes for betraying you. Somebody was trying to like box you and like make you get mad, like really angry, frustrated, mad. But the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Best is yet to come. Yeah, somebody was definitely trying to get you upset about something. But yeah, journal your journey. But your well of joy is within you. But treat yourselves to a spa day and do a throat chakra cleanse. Yep, time to do a throat chakra cleanse. All right, so let's see what's in your cards. But yeah, I see you having a good week. I see everybody actually having a good week. But it's really about setting your intentions, though, because your third eye is definitely open. You're not going back to something that was just didn't produce a whole lot of it. Look at the bigger picture here. Look at the bigger picture. Somebody is on their journey. They're on their peculiar journey, right? And like Alice in Wonderland, or what would be, or Alvin in Wonderland, right? So Alvin could be a guy, or Alice in Wonderland, but everybody buys into a particular fairy tale. Oh, if you do this, then I'll do that, or whatever. But for some people, it could end up being a nightmare. Something was a nightmare for you, and you're not going back to that. So anybody that you feel like could be still kind of in a loop of something, you're not going back to. You're just praying for them. But work, affirmations for work. I have the power to create the work and lifestyle of my dreams. Overwhelm is now abolished and removed from my work today. I calmly focus on one thing at a time. Just one thing at a time. So that's not being overwhelmed. Mind all over the place when you could just pray. Really, you could just pray for people and just move on. Move on. So somebody has definitely learned how to move on from shady energies, who just want you to be an open book, right? So here we have companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. That's right. That's anywhere. Grocery store, beauty salon, nail salon, barbershop, picking up tools at a store for like home improvement, wherever. It's a gift. And so somebody needs to develop a memory like an elephant. Like, oh, you're going to start remembering where you felt like you believe, since you're the I believe sign, you believe that you felt like you were most welcome, like the warmest welcome. Where was the warmest welcome you felt? So affirmations for joy. I was created for a purpose. Great things happen to me each day. My very presence is a blessing. I believe in myself. Joy is a choice and I choose joy. Greater is coming. I am enough. That's right. Always have been. You always have been enough. Always have been enough. Always have been enough. Number 8, I am successful. So your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8, representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. Right? So yeah, definitely not going back into a loop. Right? Somebody's definitely not going back into a loop of anything. You know yourself well enough. Like I said before, you're not going back into some kind of a loop of just being around shady people when, like I said before, once they show you that there's no emotion or feeling behind their eyes, and they come across as pretending to show like they pretending to be compassionate, but you can see there's this darkness behind their eyes. So it's saying, that's not something you can pretend. You can't fake compassion. But all it's just show you one time, whatever's going on. If they show you that darkness behind it, so it's just saying, you need to move on. You need to move on because there's something else behind that. There's something else behind it. So that is what I have for you. I will see you all in the next video. All right? Bye.